浪琴標香港國際賽事排位抽籤儀式現在開始。
The barrier draw of the Longines Hong Kong International Races will now commence.
各位早晨 ，Good morning everyone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Longines Hong Kong International Races barrier draw for 2020. I'm Andrew Lejeune, and this is my partner Sarah.
各位早晨，歡迎大家蒞臨浪琴標香港國際賽事排位抽籤2020。我係今日司儀 Sarah 宋希年，呢個就係我嘅拍檔 Andrew。
Now, last night we witnessed 12 of the world's top jockeys battle it out for the Longines International Jockeys Championship, and many congratulations to Zach Purton, who won the title in the thrilling fourth and final leg. This Sunday, though, December the 13th, here at Sha Tin Racecourse, will be treated to the star attraction, the Longines Hong Kong International Races, comprising of 4 Group 1 races. The Longines Hong Kong Vase, the Longines Hong Kong Sprint, the Longines Hong Kong Mile, and of course, the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
首先呢，就真係要恭喜潘頓啦！尋晚喺浪琴標國際騎師錦標賽勇奪殊榮嘅，而全球矚目嘅馬壇盛事浪琴標香港國際賽事就將會喺今個星期日12月13號喺沙田馬場隆重舉行嘅。當中嘅4場國際1級賽事呢，係包括浪琴標香港瓶、浪琴標香港短途錦標、浪琴標香港1里錦標以及浪琴標香港杯㗎。So Andrew, I know that this year we have 15 declared runners who are international Group 1 winners.
We do, exactly, and I can also tell you there are 6 horses from Japan alone taking on Hong Kong's champion, plus many outstanding horses from Europe. Today we'll witness the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong International Races for 2020, comprising of some of the best performers in the racing world.
嗱，今年咧香港賽馬會係好榮幸邀請到咧嚟自海外嘅知名馬主啦、頂級練馬師同埋騎師帶同佢哋嘅名區嘅，一齊競逐2020浪琴標香港國際賽事嘅4場國際1級賽嘅殊榮嘅。嗱，今年咧我哋係有15匹1級賽冠軍競逐4場賽事。而獲選嘅參賽馬匹咧陣容咧都係相當之鼎盛嘅，其中日本隊咧更加係派出6匹馬參賽添。事不宜遲，我哋而家即刻咧就講解下今日嘅抽籤嘅方法先啦。
Now, let me introduce the draw mechanism. We will start the draw of each race by inviting the officiating guests on stage to start the draw by picking the first horse from the horse name box here. Then the horse representative has to proceed to pick a stall number from the stall number board. Then our officiating guests will draw the next horse name from the horse box, and the horse representative has to proceed and draw the stall number from the stall number board once more. Now, just by way of demonstration, all of the strict protocols have to be obviously taken into account this afternoon, so we'd ask you when you come onto this stage to choose your stall number board yourself, make your way back to the centre of the stage here as being demonstrated. Pause for a second and unveil the stall, and then take the board with you back to your seats. One of the officers will come back and retrieve it afterwards. As no international horse representatives attend the draw, we have HKIR ambassadors this year who will pick the stall number on behalf of the international horse representative. And the whole drawing process will be monitored by the auditors of PricewaterhouseCoopers.
嗱，首先咧，我哋就會邀請每場賽事嘅主禮嘉賓上台，喺馬名抽籤箱度抽出第1匹馬，而揭曉第1位出嚟抽檔號嘅馬匹代表。然後該馬匹代表就會喺檔號板上面揀出其中1張檔號卡，就可以知道咧抽到邊個檔位啦。之後主禮嘉賓會繼續幫我哋喺馬名抽籤箱抽出第2位出場嘅馬匹代表，如此類推，直至各匹馬嘅排位分配咧係完畢為止嘅。咁由於啦海外馬匹代表未能出席進行抽籤啦，我哋咧就會特別咧就有嘉賓咧就為我哋代表去抽籤嘅。而整個抽籤嘅過程咧就係由羅兵咸永道會計師事務所嘅核數師現場監督㗎。
Now, let me introduce the ambassadors for each race who will join us on stage very shortly. Mr. John Moore will draw the stall number on behalf of the international runners for the Longines Hong Kong Vase.
首先我哋介紹下啦，我哋每場賽事嘅特別嘉賓約翰摩雅先生將會代表咧呢個浪琴標香港瓶嘅海外馬匹代表進行抽籤嘅。
Mr. Felix Gutzi will draw the stall number on behalf of the international runners for the Longines Hong Kong Sprint.
高雅志先生咧就會代表浪琴標香港短途錦標嘅海外馬匹代表進行抽籤㗎。
Ms. Charmaine Lee will draw the stall number on behalf of the international runners for the Longines Hong Kong Mile.
李自然小姐咧就會代表浪琴標香港一哩錦標嘅海外馬匹代表進行抽籤。
And last, of course not least, the Honourable Ronald Cully will draw the store number on behalf of the international runners for the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
最後咧，夏佳李先生咧就會代表浪琴標香港杯嘅海外馬匹代表進行抽籤㗎。
Now, let's start the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong Vase.
好，我哋立即開始浪琴標香港瓶嘅排位抽籤。
The 7 horses competing for the Longines Hong Kong Vase are
競逐浪琴標香港瓶嘅7匹馬分別係
Number 1, Exultant.
1號時時精彩，
Number 2, Shafano.
2號任我行，
Number 3, Ho Ho Khan.
3號好好馬，
Number 4, Columbus County.
4號時時有餘，
Number 5, Royal Julius.
5號胡蘇漢，
Number 6, Playa del Puente.
6號幸福掌聲，
And number 7, Mogul.
7號業界巨頭。
Now please welcome the first officiating guest, Miss Nancy Chi, Vice President of Longines Hong Kong, on stage.
好，我哋而家有請謝蘭仙小姐就為我哋抽出其中一張馬卡嘅名去揭曉我哋第一匹馬嘅代表。
Now picking the first horse name board to unveil our first horse representative, and it is number 1, Exultant.
時時精彩，我哋有請馬匹代表嚟到台上。
Reigning Horse of the Year, Exultant, previous winner of the Hong Kong Vase as well, trained by Tony Cruz. Zach Burton with a man in the saddle, and Exultant will try and reclaim.
好，企喺中間位置，冇錯啦。我哋揭曉我哋嘅檔號。
Barrier number 5 for Exultant.
時時精彩，5號檔㗎，非常之識製造氣氛啊！我哋呢位嘅馬匹代表。
Thank you, Kirk. Now the next name to be drawn is that of Ho Ho Khan.
好好馬，
Number 3, Ho Ho Khan, for trainer David Hall. Christophe Soumillon will be in the saddle on the weekend. And Ho Ho Khan will jump from
究竟幾多位個檔號係幾多咧？
barrier number 2.
2號檔 ，Thank you。
Now the next name to be drawn is that of Royal Julius, the first of our overseas runners. So if we can welcome Mr. John Moore on stage, please.
胡蘇漢，我哋有請約翰摩眼先生上台。
Now, John, just before you make the draw 4, it's great to have you back, by the way.
Thank you.
The pressure's off for you this year, but can you tell us what it's like in these final few days in the build-up to a Group 1 race like this, or the few days afterwards as well, because HKIR has given you some of your greatest successes.
Very true. Well, all the hard work should already been done. As of today, the only other major thing that you've got to get by is a vet check to make sure that they can run on the weekend. And of course, the owner's ringing daily to just check that the horse is in one piece. But from a trainer's point of view, all the hard miles have been put in, and we should be ready to let Hong Kong be proud of our Hong Kong runners on the weekend.
All right, well, thanks for your assistance this morning. If you'd like to choose the barrier stall
Thank you.
now and then remain on stage, please. Royal Julius brings excellent records from France. Mikhail Bartzler, man in the saddle, and he'll be jumping from barrier number 3.
胡蘇漢咧係抽到3號檔㗎。
Of course, he's already won on the international stage, Royal Julius, in Bahrain and also in Italy. The next horse
The next horse
for the Vase, the Longines Hong Kong Vase, is the second international runner. It's Mogul.
業界巨頭。
All yours again, John. Mogul, a 3-year-old winner of the Grand Prix de Paris, a Group 1 race in France over this trip. Mogul for Aidan O'Brien will jump from barrier number 4.
係抽到4號檔嘅。
3 names remain
3 more.
for the Longines Hong Kong Vase. And the next to them is Playa del Puente, horse number 6.
幸福掌聲，我哋有請代表嚟到台上。
Danny Shum, the trainer, making his way on stage to do the honours here. William Buick, who rode in last night's IJC, will be the man in the saddle. And Playa del Puente, runner-up in last year's Hong Kong Derby, will jump from barrier 6.
6號檔，幸福掌聲係抽到6號檔嘅。
Which just leaves 2 names
more.
to be drawn. And the next is Shafano,
任我行，我哋有請
horse number 2.
代表嚟到台上。
Shafano, now with David Hayes, formerly trained by John Moore. Pierre Charles Baudot will be the man in the saddle after also competing in the IJC last night. And Shafano draws barrier number 7.
抽到7號檔 ，thank you。任我行係抽到7號檔，可以就座 ，thank you。
Which just leaves us
One more，
with 1 name, but to make it official, that final name is, of course, Columbus County.
事事有餘。有請馬主代表。
Trained by Casper Founds, be ridden by Joe Moreira, both leading trainer and jockey this season so far, and there's only 1 number left on the board, but to make it official, Columbus County will jump from barrier number 1.
就係抽到1號檔，
Thank
有
you
請
very
就
much.
座。
The Longines Hong Kong Vase barrier draw is now completed. Thank you, Miss Nancy Chi and John Moore as well. Let's recap the barrier draw result.
好，我哋總結下我哋嘅排位抽籤結果先。
Number 1, Exultant, will jump from barrier number 5.
Number 2, Shafano from barrier number 7.
Number 3, Ho Ho Khan, barrier 2.
Number 4, Columbus County, barrier number 1.
Number 5, Royal Julius from barrier 3.
Number 6, Playa del Puente, barrier number 6.
And number 7, Mogul, will jump from barrier number 4.
So that's the results for the Longines Hong Kong Vase.
Now we will start the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong Sprint.
跟住落嚟，我哋開始浪琴標香港短途錦標嘅排位抽籤。
The 14 horses competing for the Longines Hong Kong Sprints are
競逐浪琴標香港短途錦標嘅14匹馬，分別就係
Number 1, Classic Legend.
1號川河達區、
Number 2, Hot King Prawn.
2號黃蝦王、
Number 3, Big Time Baby.
3號仁者全心、
Number 4, Voyage Warrior.
4號遨遊戰士、
Number 5, Danon Smash.
5號野田重擊、
Number 6, Tower of London.
6號倫敦塔、
Number 7, Wishful Thinker.
7號有理共賞、
Number 8, Computer Patch.
8號標誌智能、
Number 9 is Ratan.
9號大藤王、
Number 10, Big Party.
10號日日精彩、
Number 11, Jolly Banner.
11號精輝、
Number 12, Amazing Star.
12號君達星、
Number 13, Fat Turtle.
13號再遇歸來、
And number 14 is Stronger.
14號當家侯王。
Those are the 14 runners for the Longines Hong Kong Sprint. Now please welcome Mr. Andrew Harding, Executive Director Racing for the Hong Kong Jockey Club, on stage.
而家我哋有請本會賽馬事務執行總監夏定安先生上台。
And Mr. Harding, if you could please pick a horse name board to unveil the first horse representative, please.
我哋有請夏定安先生咧，就為我哋抽出一張馬名卡嚟揭曉第一匹馬嘅代表。
And that horse is number 14, Stronger.
當家後王，我哋有請馬匹代表。
Douglas White, trainer of Stronger, gets first choice here. Pierre-Charles Boudot will be in the saddle on Sunday. And Stronger, one of the up-and-comers here in Hong Kong, draws barrier number 4.
係抽到4號檔嘅。
Thank you, Douglas. Mr. Harding, the next name out of the box is that of Jolly Banner.
精輝，我哋有請精輝嘅馬匹代表。
Number 11, Jolly Banner, trained by Ricky Yu. Grand old campaigner, Jolly Banner. Multiple group winner as well. Mikel Barcelona will ride Jolly Banner. He'll ride it from barrier number 3.
係抽到3號檔嘅。Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky. And Mr. Harding, the next name is that of Wishful Thinker.
有理共賞。
Wishful Thinker, who's already tasted group race success this season. He's trained by Dennis Yip and Derek Long with a double last night at Happy Valley. Will be the man in the saddle on Sunday. And Wishful Thinker draws barrier number 9.
係抽到9號檔嘅。
We continue
Let's have a look.
with Computer Patch, horse number 8.
標誌智能。
Computer Patch really burst onto the scene this season with a brilliant win down the straight in the National Day Cup. Runner-up in the Jockey Club Sprints. Computer Patch for Christophe Soumian and Tony Cruz draws barrier 11.
抽到11號檔嘅。Please hold on to the card. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Computer Patch then. Barrier 11, which leads us on to the next horse, which is Tower of London, the first of our international runners to be drawn. So we can welcome on stage Mr. Felix Kutzi.
倫敦塔。
Now, just before you draw this one, Felix, these are the days, of course, that really get the blood pumping as far as a jockey is concerned. Different without the fans this year on course, but it had to be a really special feeling for you, winning with a great silent witness 2 consecutive Hong Kong Sprint. What was that like?
Andrew, winning on this special day, you never forget. And I can really remember just cantering down to the start. I felt like I had the whole of Hong Kong behind me. It was really a special moment.
It lives in the memory for all of us as well. Thank you for your assistance today, Felix. If you could draw the stall number now, please, for Tower of London. William Buick will ride, of course, racing in the Godolphin Blue.
高志雅先生就會為我哋揭曉啦，倫敦塔嘅檔號啦。
Tower of London draws barrier 12. If you could remain on stage, please, Felix, for the other international runners.
就係抽到12號檔。
Down on Smash.
野
Second of the
田重
Japanese.
擊。
Again, thank you, Felix, down on Smash. Second to Grand Allegia in the Sprinters Stakes, a 2-time Group 2 winner. Down on Smash for Ryan Moore, draws barrier number 14.
係抽到14號檔嘅。
Thank you, Felix.
Mr. Harding.
Voyage Warrior is the next horse to be drawn. That is number 4, Voyage Warrior.
遨遊戰士。
Voyage Warrior, another runner for Ricky Yu. Karis Teeton, man in the saddle, a Group 2 winner from last season. And Voyage Warrior draws barrier 8.
係抽到8號檔嘅。
Still leaves us with 5 horses. Rasan is next.
大藤王。
Rasan for trainer Richard Gibson. Chad Schofield will be in the saddle, who enjoyed an excellent partnership with this horse. Group success for him last season, has been running in great form so far this. He'll jump from barrier number 6.
係抽到6號檔嘅。
Rasan from barrier 6. Amazing Star is next. Horse number 12.
君達星。我哋有請馬匹代表嚟到台上抽出檔號。
Amazing Star enjoyed a fantastic season last year. Jimmy Ting trained, Zach Pert in the saddle. Continues his upward curve, takes on the very best on the weekend, and he'll do it from barrier number 2.
係抽到2號檔嘅。
So 5 names, apologies, remain. Fat Turtle is next. Horse number 13, Fat Turtle.
再遇歸來，
Trained by Frankie Law, who of course had enjoyed success in this race in the past with Mr. Stunning. The stable in a rich vein of form recently. Fat Turtle, Antoine Hamlin will ride him, and he'll ride him from barrier number 13.
係抽到13號檔嘅。
Thank you,
Thank
Frankie.
you.
3 to go. They are horses 1, 2, 3 as well. And next is number 3. Big Party. Apologies. Number 10, Big Party. Apologies.
Anticipating the big party.
The 2 bigs. Another of the Frankie Law runners, Matthew Chadwick, returns on the weekend, and he'll ride him from barrier 7.
日日精彩係抽到7號檔嘅。
Now, that leaves 3. And next is Big Time Baby, horse number 3.
仁者全心，
Trained by Manfred Mann, came oh so close at the highest level last season for the Golden Era Syndicate. Neil Callan will be in the saddle on the weekend. And Big Time Baby will go for Group 1 glory from barrier number 10.
10號檔。Thank you。
2 remain, 2 greys. It's Hot King Prawn for John Size.
黃蝦王，
Placed 3 times at Group 1 level. Still looking for this elusive success at the top. John Size has won 2 of the last 3 Longines Hong Kong sprints. And Hot King Prawn will jump from barrier 5.
係抽到5號檔嘅。Thank you。
That
點
just
就咗
leaves 1 name remaining. And that name is, of course, Classic Legend.
川河達區，
Casper Founds and Vincent Ho team up with Classic Legend, who won the Everest on his most recent start back in Australia. He'll be first up on the weekend, and he draws barrier number 1.
就係抽到1號檔嘅。
And that completes the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong sprint. Our thanks to Mr.
Thank
Andrew
you.
Harding and Mr. Felix Kutsi as well for their assistance as we recap the draw.
好，我哋而家一齊總結下2020浪琴標香港短途錦標嘅排位抽籤結果先。
Number 1, Classic Legend from barrier 1.
Number 2, Hot King Prawn, barrier number 5.
Number 3, Big Time Baby, barrier 10.
Number 4, Voyage Warrior, barrier number 8.
Number 5, Danon Smash, barrier 14.
Number 6, Tower of London, barrier number 12.
Number 7, Wishful Thinker, barrier 9.
Number 8, Computer Patch, barrier number 11.
Number 9, Rattan, barrier 6.
Number 10, Big Party, barrier number 7.
Number 11, Jolly Banner, barrier 3.
Number 12, Amazing Star, barrier number 2.
Number 13, Fat Turtle from barrier 13.
Number 14, Stronger, barrier number 4.
Okay, well now let's move on to the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong Mile.
好，我哋現在開始進行浪琴標香港一哩錦標嘅排位抽籤儀式。
The 10 horses competing for the Longines Hong Kong Mile are
競逐浪琴標香港一哩錦標嘅10匹馬分別就係
Number 1, Beauty Generation.
1號美麗傳承、
Number 2, Golden 60.
2號金槍60、
Number 3, Admire Mars.
3號重讚火星、
Number 4, Car Ying Star.
4號嘉應之星、
Number 5 is Southern Legend.
5號川河專區、
Number 6 is Waikuku.
6號夏威夷、
Number 7, Romanized.
7號羅馬精神、
Number 8, Simply Brilliant.
8號精明才子、
Number 9, Mighty Giant.
9號高大威猛、
And number 10 is Order of Australia.
10號澳國勳章。
Now please welcome Mr. Winfried Engelbrecht-Breskes, Chief Executive Officer of the Hong Kong Jockey Club on stage.
我哋有請我哋嘅本會行政總裁應家柏先生上台。
Mr. Engelbrecht-Breskes, please pick a horse name board to unveil the first horse representative, please.
我哋有請應家柏先生為我哋抽出第一張嘅馬名卡去揭曉我哋第一匹馬嘅代表。
And that first horse is HKIR Star, number 4.
好，我哋第一隻馬就係嘉應之星，有請馬匹代表。
Trained by Tony Cruz, Chad Schofield will be in the saddle. Again, has an excellent record on this horse. Chad is a bold front runner, HKIR Star. He draws barrier number 9.
係抽到9號檔㗎。Thank you.
The first of the 10 to be drawn, then HKIR Star from barrier 9. The next, Mr. Engelbrecht-Breskes, is Golden 60.
金槍60，金槍60。
Number 2, Golden 60, of course, unbeaten last year with a clean sweep of the 4-year-old series, unbeaten so far this year as well. Golden 60 for Francis Lloyd, Vincent Ho and Stanley Chan, draws barrier 7.
係抽到7號檔嘅。
Barrier number 7 then for Golden 60. As we
Next
draw
horse.
the next name out, which is Simply Brilliant.
精明才子。
Simply Brilliant is another runner in one of the big afternoon races for trainer Frankie Law, and he'll once more be ridden by Derek Long for the Simply Brilliant Syndicate.
精明才子，睇下抽到幾號檔。
Number 8 from barrier 8.
8號檔。
So Simply Brilliant draws barrier 8 as we unveil the next horse, which is Beauty Generation.
美麗傳承。
Two-time Horse of the Year, Beauty Generation, two-time winner of the Longines Hong Kong Mile, 3rd last year, fresh into this race. Now with David Hayes, of course, he draws barrier number 3.
係抽到3號檔嘅。
Zach Purton, his regular rider, of course, in the saddle on the weekend. Barrier 3 then for Beauty Generation, Golden 60 from 7. Next out is Southern Legend.
川河專區。
A Group 1 winner himself, Southern Legend, and twice successful in the Kranji Mile in Singapore. Casper Fownes, Karis Teeton team up, and they'll jump from barrier 6.
係抽到6號檔嘅。
Horse number 5, then Southern Legend from barrier 6.
哦
Leads us on to number 9, Mighty Giant.
高大威猛。
Mighty Giant, who is trained by Ricky Yu, who is doing the honours here as well. Alexi Bedell will jump on board on the weekend as he steps into Group 1 company for the first time from barrier 2.
抽到2號檔。
Barrier 2 then for Mighty Giant, who can race on speed. Horse number 9. Barrier number 2 for Mighty Giant. Next
Next
out
horse.
is White Cuckoo.
夏威夷。
Horse number 6, White Cuckoo, a runner-up in this race last year behind Admire Mars. We haven't seen him so far this season, but to go one better on Sunday, they'll try and do it for John Size Joe Moreira from barrier number 5.
係抽到5號檔。
John Size has achieved this feat in the past, first up into the mile. Next out is last year's winner, Admire Mars.
Admire Mars。
Now I'm very pleased to welcome to the stage Ms. Charmaine Lee, who will be doing the honours for the international runners. And Charmaine, a race and a day that would mean so much to you and your family as you were owners of Able One and of course the mighty Able Friends as well. Golden 60 is the big favourite, big local favourite this year. Can you give us some insights into what it's like to be part of a horse like that and part of such a special day?
I think no matter how many times you get to join in this prestigious race, it's always very nerve-wracking, but it's always a very serious collaborative effort between the trainer and the stables and the jockey and everybody else. So just to be able to participate is already a great joy, but of course winning is best.
Well, thank you for your help this morning. If you'd now like to choose the barrier for last year's winner in Admire Mars, Christophe Soumillon will ride on the weekend, much as he did last year. And he'll jump
重讚火星係抽到10號檔。
from barrier number 10. It was barrier 4 for Admire Mars last year, but it's barrier 10 for him on Sunday. 2 horses remain.
2 horses remain。
Charmaine will be on duty because they're both international runners. It's Romanised. Who's next?
羅馬精神
Thank you, Charmaine. Romanised, a winner of the Group 1 Irish 2,000 guineas and a Group 1 winner in France as well. He'll jump from barrier number 4.
抽到4號檔嘅
For Ken Condon and Billy Lee, which leaves us
last
with a final
one
name. It will also be the Irish runner for Aidan O'Brien, and that is Order of Australia.
澳國勳章
Order of Australia.
last.
Bit of a surprise winning the Breeders' Cup Mile on his last start at a big price over 71. He was ridden by Pierre-Charles Boudot on that occasion. He'll ride him again for Aidan O'Brien. He'll ride him from barrier 1.
係抽到1號檔㗎。
Well, that concludes the barrier draw for the Longines Hong Kong Mile. Our thanks to Mr. Winfred Engelbrod-Brasquez and Ms. Charmaine Lee as well. If you can make your way back to the seats, let's recap the barrier draw.
我哋總結下2020浪琴標香港一哩錦標嘅排位抽籤結果。
Number 1, Beauty Generation, barrier 3.
Number 2, Golden 60, barrier number 7.
Number 3, Admire Mars, barrier 10.
Number 4, Car Ying Star, barrier 9.
Number 5, Southern Legends, barrier 6.
Number 6, Waikuku, barrier number 5.
Number 7, Romanised, barrier 4.
Number 8, Simply Brilliant, barrier number 8.
Number 9, Mighty Giant, barrier 2.
And number 10, Order of Australia, barrier number 1.
Now it comes to the 4th and final barrier draw, that is for the Longines Hong Kong Cup. This great race, consistently ranked among the world's top Group 1 races, has an illustrious roll of honour.
好，最後嚟到我哋每年最矚目嘅浪琴標香港杯排位抽籤儀式。
The 8 horses competing for the Longines Hong Kong Cup are
競逐浪琴標香港杯嘅8匹馬分別就係
Number 1, Scaletti.
1號實勁力達，
Number 2, Danon Premium.
2號野田優企，
Number 3 is Winbright.
3號勝出光彩，
Number 4, Fiore.
4號天滿意，
Number 5 is Time War.
5號馬克羅斯，
Number 6, Dances with Dragon.
6號與龍共舞，
Number 7, Magical.
7號變魔術，
And number 8 is Nomcor.
8號樸素無華。
Now let's welcome Mr. Philip Chen, Chairman of the Hong Kong Jockey Club, on stage.
有請本會主席陳南樂先生嚟到台上。
Thank you, Chairman. Would you please pick a horse name board to unveil our first horse representative?
我哋有請主席為我哋抽出其中一張嘅馬名卡去揭曉第一匹馬嘅代表。
And the first name is Winbright,
勝
representing
出光
Japan.
彩。
So if we could now welcome our 4th HKIR ambassador, the Honourable Mr. Ronald Arculli, on stage. Just before you draw the barrier, Mr. Arculli, as a past chairman, current horse owner and current sponsor of Champions Day as well, international racing has always been high on your agenda. You've won here with Red Cadeau. Can you tell us what it means to be involved in races of this quality and to see Hong Kong racing develop as it has over the years?
I think when you look at the international races today, we take it for granted that we get the best horses in the world. But I remember when we first started the invitation race in the early 90s, I was fortunate enough to have River Verdon, and he won one of those races. But if you look at the names of the owners, we do have quite a lot of owners in Hong Kong that race horses outside of Hong Kong. Romanised, for instance, Mr. Robert Ng. And for them, it's like a homecoming to participate in the international races here.
Well, it should be a fantastic day on the weekend. Thank you for your assistance this morning. If you could please draw the barrier or choose the barrier here for Winbright. defending champion. He's unbeaten here at Sha Tin over the 2,000 metres. He's 2 from 2, won the QE2 as well. He draws barrier number 8.
勝出光彩係抽到8號檔㗎。
And if you could please remain on stage as well, thank you for the remaining international runners as we draw the next one, please, Chairman. And that's the second of the Japanese runners. That's Nomcore.
朴素無啊，阿嘉利先生。
A Grade 1 winner, Nomcore, from the Victoria Mile last season. Christoph Sumion will ride her on the weekend from barrier number 3.
係抽到3號檔。
Thank you once more. So 2 Japanese runners out of the box so far. The next, though, is Fiore.
天滿意。
Fiore, previous winner of the Hong Kong Derby, now with Tony Cruz. Brilliant winner of the Sasa Ladies Purse so far this season. Joe Moreira will be the man in the saddle, and he'll ride him for barrier number 5.
係抽到5號檔嘅。
As we continue for the Longines Hong Kong Cup with Time Warp, also for the Tony Cruz stable.
馬克羅斯。
Time Warp, bold front running, very exciting when he gets out in front and gets rolling. He'll be trying to do that again with Karis Teaton in the saddle from barrier number 2.
係抽到2號檔。
Those are the 2 Tony Cruz runners in the fields. As we move on next to Scaletti representing France.
實勁力達。
Now Scaletti, who boasts a win over the subsequent Prix d'Arc Triomphe winner this season, will jump from barrier number 4.
4號檔。
Pierre-Charles Boudot in the saddle. Last start runner-up in the Champion Stakes in the UK as well at Ascot. That's Scaletti. Our next horse
Next one.
is number 7, Magical.
變魔術。
Magical number 7, a 7-time Group All Grade 1 winner for Aidan O'Brien. Ryan Moore right from barrier number 1.
係1號檔。
The inside gate then for Magical. One of the Irish Champion Stakes this year. Again, we go international. Danon Premium is next up, horse number 2.
野田優琪抽到嘅就係6號檔。
He draws barrier number 6. William Buick will ride, a Group 1 winner as a 2-year-old. He's been on the road as well, has raced in Australia, placing Group 1 company there. Dances with Dragon is next, horse number 6.
與龍共舞。抽到嘅檔號就係
Vincent Ho, a ride for Casper Founds. Dances with Dragon, jumps from barrier 7.
7號檔。
Runaway winner from the Premier Plate last season, which completes the barrier
Yes.
draw for the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Akoli.
Our thanks
Please take a seat.
to Mr. Philip Chen and the Honourable Ronan Arculi as well, as we recap the barrier draw now for the Longines Hong Kong Cup.
等我哋總結一下2020浪琴標香港杯嘅排位抽籤結果。
Number 1, Scaletti from barrier 4.
Number 2, Danon Premium, barrier number 6.
Number 3, Windbright, barrier 8.
Number 4, Fiore, barrier number 5.
Number 5, Time Warp, barrier 2.
Number 6, Dances with Dragon, barrier number 7.
Number 7, Magical from barrier 1.
And number 8, Nomcore, barrier number 3.
Well, thank you to all of our officiating guests and ambassadors this morning. This is the end of the Longines Hong Kong International Races barrier draw for 2020. Wishing you all good luck, and we'll see you again on Sunday here at Sha Tin Racecourse for the most exciting show on turf.
多謝晒咁多位特別嘉賓同埋我哋嘅主禮嘉賓嘅今日嘅浪琴標香港國際賽事排位抽籤儀式咧就已經圓滿結束啦。約定大家今個星期日沙田馬場，我哋一齊見證世界舞台草地王者嘅誕生。我哋到時見。
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.